Is this the future of the guitar? Or is this the guitar of the future? It doesn't matter. It both means the same thing. Kind of, I guess. Look, a lot of times on this channel I've spoke about the evolution of the guitar. And in the grand scheme of things, how much it hasn't changed, since the electric guitar, was first brought about by like Leo Fender and Les Paul. I mean, the shapes are the same, the necks are the same. I mean, we've had some developments, like fancy locking tuners and Floyd Roses and Kalas and 18-way switches and, active pickups and stuff like that. But the guitar, as an instrument, it hasn't really changed this much. I mean, I've spoke to people about this, what's next for the guitar? And the best they can come up with is better tuners, a more stable bridge, I don't know. But I found this article, believe it or not, in the Financial Times, of all things, which is a UK newspaper which talks about money and stuff. So yeah, today we're going to have a look and see if this is the guitar of the future. Yeah, do what that says. Yeah, do what that dude says. Like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Anyway, is this the guitar of the future? I mean, from this thing that I've seen flashing around here, I mean, it's pretty ugly, and I hope this isn't the future of the guitar. Because, I mean, not even a cool guitar player like Slash or Zakk Wylde could make this look cool. Electric guitar design has long been dominated by forms that suggest a macho posturing and rock and roll swagger, as it should be. While studying classical industrial design in the German city of Kassel, Robin Stumvoll decided to turn that on its head. I wanted to ask different questions of guitar building, he says. I started by reducing it to the absolute minimum, a roof batten. Right, okay, Robin. He ultimately dispensed with the idea of a wooden body, instead using a folded piece of sheet metal for his first guitar, the Cosmo. It was an audacious project, slightly springy, with a truncated shape, with magnetic pickups that you could move about to achieve your desired sound. I don't know. I'm a bridge pickup kind of guy. All my guitars just have one pickup in them that I use now. The player can dynamically change the guitar's volume by pressing down on the front plate. That springiness, the way the body flexed and returned to its original form, gave Stumvoll the idea for what would become the Sine. What if you made use of that flex to adjust the distance between the strings and the pickups to affect the volume of the instrument? I mean, do you really need to do this? Do you really need to do this? This is what I'm asking. He incorporated local German wood back into the design process and came up with a model that's just as striking as its predecessor. Really? That's striking? Looks like a toy. But with expressive possibilities, the player can dynamically change the guitar's volume by pressing down on the front plate, the sign pad, with their hands, in the same way that a wind player might blow more forcibly or a violinist might change the pressure of their bowing. I don't know if this is really necessary in the world of guitar, but I mean, if you're playing like, real ethereal stuff or something like that, then fair enough. But I mean, if you're just rocking out, this all seems a bit unnecessary. Its overall look, according to Stumvoll, is partly inspired by Dieter Rams, the designer responsible for many early consumer products from Braun. Now they make like razors and hair curlers and stuff. That's what I want in my guitar. I want it to look like something I'm going to cut my nut hair with. His geometric approach is particularly evident in the 90-degree angle you see under the neck, where most guitars would sport a curve. It's so different from what people expect from guitars, absolutely, but it's also really accessible to play. The musical possibilities don't end with modulating volume. An add-on module by Lel for €220 lets you use the pad to send MIDI signals to control external effects, pitch, reverb, delay, and countless others, all using natural hand movements. Purists may wince, yes we do, but hey, purists are well catered for already. Look, I mean, I'm not against the guitar evolving and, you know, turning into something, you know, more than it is already. I'm cool with that. I mean, like I say, I'm a one humbucker in the bridge position kind of guy, and that does for me. I don't know. I'm not even going to look at the telepathic Orchid synthesizer. I mean, the guy sat in a field of daisies with his synthesizer. Do you know what? Let's do this. Ever since the 1980s heyday of the Suzuki Omnicron, the Yamaha Portasound technology has offered ways of simplifying the playing of chords for those who understandably balk at music theory. This is what I don't get. You get all these things now, these adverts for like stuff on, you know, on YouTube, and it's like, oh, don't know anything about music but want to make songs. I'm not being funny, but if you don't know anything about music, should you really be making songs? I mean, that's the question you need to be asking yourself. I mean, if you want to make, it's not hard to make chords. And you can make basic chords with 2 fingers. You just play around until you get the chord and you've got the root note. It's easy. The Orchid, developed by Kevin Parker of the band Tame Impala, refines that concept into a beautiful little instrument that's useful for budding songwriters as it is for musicians who want to break well-worn habits. It comprises a 1-octave keyboard, 4 buttons to generate chords, and 4 more for additional harmonic colour. Additional dials let you change key, voicings, performance modes, and the overall sound, a unique creative tool that's huge fun to play, around $549, available in October. Again, I mean, this could be a useful little tool for, you know, songwriting and finding inspiration and stuff, but I mean, I don't know, I stand by what I said. If you are incapable of putting chords together, or, you know, knowing nothing about music, or not even having an ear for music, should you really be making music? I mean, there's at least 8 billion people now with a cracked copy of FL Studio sitting out, cranking out 400 tunes a day and uploading them to Spotify. I mean, do we really need more of this? And there's a dude playing a roadside breath test machine. I think I'm done here. Anyway, jump in the comments and let me know what you think about this fancy pants guitar. I mean, personally, I think it is boot ugly. It looks like a toy, and I think if I saw somebody on stage with that, I'd probably laugh at them. But then they probably wouldn't be playing the kind of music that I enjoy, so there's that. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Jump in the comments, let me know what you're thinking. I'll always try and answer back if, you know, if I get the time. It does help the video, it really does. And if you want to help support the channel, I've got merch for sale, I've got memberships, and with the memberships you get at least 1 video every week that nobody else gets to see apart from members, and you can also buy super chats and things. They really do help the channel out. Anyway, thanks again, take it easy, peace out.